And here to tell you more about what's up is Bradford Quinn. Bradford's a familiar face here at this conference and others. He's the VP of Publisher Partnerships over at Kerv and just an all-around good guy. So warm welcome, Bradford.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you lying about me being a good guy. Well, thank you, everybody, and appreciate your time this morning. So if you guys have not heard about Kerv, that is absolutely okay.
Check the side, it might be off. Look at the side.
It is off. Wonderful. Hey, guys. My name is Brad Quinn, and I lead the publisher and content partnerships team here at Kerv. If you guys have not heard about us, that is okay, you will. Basically what Kerv does, we analyze and extract video metadata down to the pixel level. So what does that mean? In any piece of content and or ad creative, we can understand and identify the scene, what's in the scene, who's in the scene, down to the pixel level. So within a pixel level, we use our patents to actually make that an actionable and interactive experience. So what does that mean outside of just me kind of talking about that? If anybody here has ever watched a TV show and said, oh, I like that shirt, I like that blouse, I wish I could buy it, instead of Googling it, we can actually power that and make it a shoppable experience. Last month, we actually announced with NBCU during their NBC's 123 presentation that we're going to be powering must-shop TV. So what does that mean? If you're watching Housewives and you say, oh, I love that person's dress, I love that person's blouse, I love this person's earrings because we are at the pixel level, we can actually correlate that and make that a shoppable experience in real time. We use our metadata to enhance sponsorships, right? So if you guys have an in-game sponsorship or a piece of branded content where your brand logo is shown, you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, you'll have a ton of brand exposure. But what does that actually mean? We get down to the minute by minute and second by second logo data. You'll see here during the NBA, State Farm during a 60-minute game had 19 minutes of actual exposure. So if you're a brand and you want to find out to the granular level how much exposure you've actually had, we can give you that data and report on it in real time. You can ask your vendors, hey, how much exposure are we actually having? When you're talking about negotiations, you can quantify the actual value of these sponsorships. And a little more fun, we use our visual correlation to identify what's happening in real time. If you want to capitalize on specific moments, right? Think about soccer. Not many goals scored, but if you want to capture the moment of someone scoring, we can recognize the ball crossing the goal. We can recognize a super on the screen that says goal. We can recognize score changes and then have a QR pop up in real time so you can shop maybe that person's jersey, maybe that team. But then also in the natural ad break that comes at halftime, or if it's an NFL or NBA game, we can help smart decision and serve ad creative based on what just happened in the content. So before I kind of jump into some CTV and OLV examples, we just want to level set, right? So biggest pain point for me when I'm talking about new innovations, I come from an agency background, also a couple of publishers myself. It's what are the costs and what am I going to get? Costs not just out of pocket, but how much resources, how many man hours are we going to put into this? Is it going to be a 3-month kickoff, to fruition to have an actual campaign go live? We've eliminated that process. Everything we do is in real time and it's tag based. So if you have a campaign that starts this weekend, we can hook it up today on Wednesday and have it run even if it's a one-day sale for Saturday. So another couple of our features, we actually have a case study that is going to be released either today or tomorrow with an auto. In this case, Audi had a national awareness campaign, right? But there was the second KPI was local, drive to local, drive to local. Excuse my pun, or don't. It's great. So drive to local. So using this national awareness campaign, we were able to drive to 115 localized zips, right? So find your dealer. So I checked it even for here. I think the closest one is Austin South, which is 6.2 miles away from here. But think about like how that helps your local marketing efforts. If you have franchisees or it's a co-op spot and they're helping foot the marketing budget, you're able to optimize that. And so you check the box for your national awareness campaign, but then also get down to the local zip. We're also able to customize graphics and what a viewer is seeing within flight. So whether it's time of day, using first-party data, time of day, we can understand who is receiving the messaging and update that accordingly, right? So if a zip happens to be a little bit more affluent, we could talk about luxury. We could talk about, premium products. But if their zips, more in line with the national household income average, it could be affordable luxury, and we could tailor to that also within flight. The same goes for branded content, and our visual recognition applications are the same. This is an example of what's called Deadliest Kitchen, so it's a crossover between Discovery Channel and Food Network, right? So in real time, we are understanding the talent that's involved, who's on screen, what shows they're from, but also more fun for a user, the actual recipe that they're using, right? So they're taking, the crabs that the guys caught and actually making something from it. So all in real time. If you want to scan the right QR code, you can actually do it. This is live. And understand you can actually auto-populate in the second screen experience the recipes. We have over 200 live product feeds into retailers. So if you think about even more sponsorship opportunities, we can actually have those items and those ingredients added to cart so you can actually cook what they're showing. And what do you get, right? So what's it cost? What's the bandwidth? But what do you actually get? On the top right, you'll sort of see normal like QR data information. But then the metrics that we provide with Kerv, we're respective of what device you're using, whether it's iOS or Android, what time of day, like I said, where you're scanning from, and we can optimize against that, right? So, excuse me. The same application, it works for the OLV space as well. If you look to the left, it's a shop unit, and on the right is our Max units. So shop will auto-populate tiles to the left side of the screen or the right side, depending on how you guys want it. It's very modular. And it correlates what is happening on screen to either a product feed or another entertainment or another interactive experience. On the left, it's more interactive in the Max unit. So if you're watching a piece of creative, whether it's ad content or longer form content, and you want to shop down to that earring, you can actually click on the scene within the unit, find out what that earring is, and then we can link it out to a landing page for that specific product. We're respective of out of stock, low stock. We correlate shipping, pricing as well. So the tool can actually be a price comparison within the ad unit. So this is just an example of the same thing for an ad experience where on the right you're able to click on the actual leggings or top specifically. So that just about wraps it up. I'm going to leave you with everything we do is in real time. It's live. It's correlated to all of our product feeds. We're tag based, so our turnaround is just about instant. We love to ideate. The rest of the team here is at the front table, Karen, Sarah, and Marika. So if you have any questions, please come to us. A lot of things that we've come up with, I would say in the last 6 to 9 months are conversations like this, like what about scan to call, right? So if you want a DR campaign, or like what about scan to donate if you're a political advertiser? What about scan add to calendar if you're an entertainment or you have a schedule that you want to lock in for your favorite sports team? So those things we love to ideate and think about. So also if you want to scan here, you can enter to win a couple prizes and find out more information about what we do. But if there are any questions, I think we have a couple minutes, but if not, just find one of us throughout the day or tonight.
Thanks, Bradford. Any questions? I mean, you can obviously grab these guys whenever. A question down here for real?
Hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
This is a plant for sure. Hang on, let me go down to this.
I caveat all questions with if there's more than 2 acronyms. Marika is here. She's our COO. So if it's more than that, just look to your left. If not, I'll take it.
All right, let us know who you are and where you're from, please.
Hi, I'm Kia from PMG. Big Kerv fan.
Thank you.
For the sponsorship that you're talking about, so like your ad or the brand's exposure on like games and things
Yes.
like that, is that just with Peacock, or is that something new or NBCU, or is that something that's
Everything outside of that one Peacock slide is available across anywhere videos live.
okay?
We are video agnostic and screen agnostic. So if you think big screen, small screen, phones, tablets, or if you're a very innovative person, think about wallpaper or smart cars, or in your, if you have a smart fridge as well, our video, our tech works across anywhere you're seeing and
Got it.
consuming video.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Anything else?
All right.
All right.
Well,
Thank you for the
great
time.
job, Bradford. Thank you so much. Very cool technology. Very cool technology, and a pretty cool group of people too. So get with these guys if you have questions, and thanks for kicking us off today. Appreciate it.